All right, guys, go ahead, fire away.
Good to get Alton back out there today.
Yeah, and he looked good out there today, so he'll be ready to go for this weekend.
Dennis, do you think when you're looking at what Philly's doing this year, think you can see that as a possible roadmap for y'all to get back to where you kind of expect to be, where you have been in recent years?
Well, look, I mean, that's really something for next year. It's not really something to really be paying attention to right now or worried about right now. I think where our focus is on, how do we go up to Philly against a really, really good team and try to get a win. And so that's really where our focus is right now.
How much do you lean on the past two times that you played him and just kind of the characteristics, how the game was unfolded?
Yeah, look, I don't think the past two times have any bearing on what happens in this game. I think we got to, go up there with our game plan and a focus on doing whatever it takes to try to win this game. And so, look, we obviously have paid attention to the tape, but yet, we're really focused on what's right there in front of us and not really focused on what's happened in the past.
When a quarterback can run like this, what does that do to elevate the other ball carriers? Does that make it harder to just kind of defend everything?
Yeah, look, I mean, again, like we've talked about a lot this year, anytime you have a quarterback that can run the football, again, it makes you play 11 on 11 football, and you always have to account for the quarterback on every single play. And so, it makes it more challenging. And then obviously, he's been playing at an MVP level and being able to throw the football also. And so that makes it even more challenging. And then you take into account the weapons that he has on the outside, including Dallas Goedert at the tight end position. They've got a tremendously talented football team, and they're playing really well.
Dennis, when you look back at what Washington was able to do, just really heavy ground game, control the clock, is that, not getting into strategy or anything, but is that something you
Well, look, yeah, I mean, we're always taking a look at the teams that have had the most success against them. They've only got 2 losses on the season, so they've been very difficult on the entire league in terms of trying to win the game. But there's some things that you look at that you try to pick and choose where some teams have had some success and different things that they've had success with, and you see how it fits what you do, and then you try to incorporate some of those things into the game plan, whether it be offense, defense, or in the kicking game.
Is Marcus Davenport, his snap share has really decreased recently? Is it injury-related, performance-related?
No, look, I think some of it is how games have been playing out. Some of it, look, we're talented up front. We got a lot of good players. Carl Granderson's been playing really well the last few weeks, and so as he's continued to play really well, he's gotten, more and more opportunities. Last week was a week where, we didn't want to get Cam off the field very often because we didn't want him standing over there getting cold on the sideline, So I think each game plan's different. I don't think those are anything that's designed. I think that's just how the game plan works out at times.
Is there anything in particular that you'd like to see Marcus continue to improve on, or obviously it's hard to gauge with the production numbers, obviously.
Well, I think production numbers at times can be deceiving. There's a lot of disruption that comes along with that player, and a lot of, I call it hidden production, where he's creating some havoc in the backfield and opening up opportunities for other people. So, look, I'd like to see him finish a little bit better, but yet, he's still being productive, even though the stats may not say so.
Dennis, is Carl Granderson one of those players who kind of ended up being what you thought he would be, fit the vision you had for him when he was first brought in?
Yeah, look, he's a guy that's continued to kind of get better a little bit, each and every season, and really throughout this season, each and every week he's kind of gotten a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And so, that's that's what you're hoping for. Is you're hoping that, as you go throughout the season, that guys are, improving and hopefully playing at their best towards the end of the season.
How's Dwayne Washington doing, being this is the third week now?
Listen, he's still dealing with the same issue with the migraine headaches, and so I think they're getting better, but yet they're still there, and so he's trying to fight through it.
Coach, do you feel like there's like a nothing to lose mentality when it comes to just being in the locker room, but also play calling like towards the end of the season, or is it very much kind of stick to the script?
I think each week's different, I mean, we'll have a game plan that we think gives us the best chance to go and beat a really good football team. And that's what this is all about. It's, this isn't a game where we're just going to throw a bunch of stuff out there and hope it works. This is a game that, we go in, we have a game plan just like we do every week, and try to execute it to the best of our ability. And, hopefully it's good enough to get a win. Okay, thanks, guys.